We are many, those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds. Madness thrives on the suffering of the dead, rotting the souls in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvesting on the innocent. Tread lightly the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons, brings to life your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate, paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Thursday to you. Yeah, I'm in a sleeveless shirt tonight. I don't care. I am still sunburnt and tired as shit. And be able to see the bags under the eyes. Should be going on a second vacation with this much luggage. What's up, TM? How's it going? Yeah, too many days without a show. I needed another night to rest, but it's been too long. So tonight we're just going to finish up the video from Dead's GoPro on the execution chamber door. We're going to take it slow tonight. We're definitely going to be doing shows this weekend to fully catch up. I mean, we're really going to have to catch up. Beyond that, I don't know. I'm still trying to kind of get my bearings together being back. Should have done a show last night, but shit kind of hit the fan. Before I hit play, I'll go ahead and get into it. Stopped at the store on the way home to get dinner. Picked some stuff up, walking out. Security has a guy stopped shoplifting. So they managed to get the food away from him. He had a couple drinks stuffed in his pockets. So they're like, "Sir, take out the drinks, hand them back to us." And the guy must have been strung out on something. Takes out like three big energy drink cans, slams them on the fucking ground, laughing hysterically. At that point, I knew he had to have been on something. So they go to try to subdue him for Metro, for the police. He takes off into the parking lot, grabbing handfuls of rocks out of the planters, chucking them at car windows, parked cars. He must have grabbed 10 handfuls of rocks, plastering cars. I didn't see him break any windows. I didn't pay too much attention. He takes off across the parking lot, gets into the gas station parking lot, grabbing rocks. What's up, Moose? Threw a couple big rocks through a couple car windows in the gas station parking lot, threw a rock through the gas station window, takes off across the street to where I'm headed to actually get a couple tacos, and he grabbed a big ass boulder and chucked it through the Mexican restaurant window, then takes off down the road. Of course, Metro gets called. It's like, what the fuck? So now I witnessed three of them. I witnessed all three chuckings. Metro gets there. It's like, "Sir, what happened?" It's like, "Okay, I'll get to that, TM." So I give the report. I'm the first one talking to the officer. It's like, "Listen, you're gonna have to go across the street to Albertsons and across the street to the gas station and take reports because this is where it started." I told him what happened. He's like, "Okay, give me a description." I'm like, "Okay, 5'8", 5'9", Hispanic male, slick back black hair, white t-shirt carrying a black hoodie, which he just took off when he ran from the store, brown pants, white tennis shoes, pitted face, like he had severe acne when he was younger. A little bit of facial hair, not a lot, kind of splotchy." He's like, "All right, good description, thank you." I gave him my information, and I left. By the time I got home, it was like after 7. So I stopped at Albertsons today to get some lunch for tomorrow at work. Security's there. It's like, hey, darling." She's like, "Hey, it's like, oh," she's like, "How you doing?" It's like, "Doing all right." "What happened yesterday? Did Metro come over and get a statement?" She's like, "Yeah, they got a statement. They also caught him." It's like, "What?" It's like, I guess they caught him right after we filled out the statement across the street at the restaurant. So they got him. So he's facing shoplifting, malicious destruction of private property. I guess they're going to try to get him for assault, for throwing the rock through the window with people in the restaurant. They're going to throw the book at this clown. So that's the reason there was no show yesterday. And again, sorry guys, you could see, I don't know if you could see how red I actually am. Corgi, he was strung out on something. As soon as he started laughing when he was breaking the energy drink cans on the ground, he was methed out. He was seriously on meth. I don't know. So yeah, that's the reason. We're going to get back to the video of Dead's GoPro on the bulkhead door. We're going to get through probably a couple of these tonight. We're going to try to get through it tonight. Then this weekend, we're going to get through a bunch of audio. So, Corgi, how you been, man? Are you home? Are you at least home now? How you been feeling? He'll be back, TM. It's Vegas. He'll be back after he gets out. This is how it frickin' works. But I hope he gets cleaned up. I really do. Uh, Meth is such an epidemic out here. I hope he gets the help he needs. Yeah, I saw it, Nick. Uh, Unfortunate situation that happened in your room. Uh, you wet the bed. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I am back. You had a ferret. Ooh. Ah, Nick, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Never easy when the pet passes away. You were home on Friday. Good. Good to hear. Yeah, Friday I was up in the mountains. If you guys saw the pictures on Discord, uh, I can show the pictures, but I can't show the videos. Uh, Unfortunately, yeah, they asked me, told them about the paranormal show. They're like, you can share the pictures, just not the video. It's like, okay, but you can post a video to social media. I just can't use it on here. I will say in the 6 days up there, I walked almost 50 miles between the four stages we had set up. Uh, First night it was 34 degrees. The rest of the nights it was like 43, 44. Real nice. Good camping weather. A lot of vegan food. Being that it's an indigenous tribes, not a lot of meat. Uh, but it was fun. Got to meet a lot of people, and one of the nights it was real windy. They had to get a crew out there to change the canopies to lower them down. And there was a couple girls working on the canopy, and they saw my incarnate paranormal T-shirt sweater. They're like, "Oh, you're in the paranormal." It's like, yeah. They're from Central Nevada. They're going to be making the investigation for the prison this year, hopefully. It's like, no matter where I go, I can't get away from talking about the paranormal. And it pays off for me. What can I say? Very, very cool girls. There are a lot of questions, which you guys know me. I don't mind. I don't mind talking about the paranormal. But yeah, having a view like this, you can't beat it. Hopefully this, yeah, a little too washed out. Primarily my view. Yeah, not a lot. And where's the other one? That was basically just setup day, day one. That's in Discord. That is actually a real samurai that they brought in to speak. Uh, Not a lot of people. Was it not expensive for them to rent you to play? TM, it was. It's to go to Aniwa. It is very. It's not very expensive, but for the 4 days, it's like $800 for tickets. It's not cheap, but it's well worth it. There's the tent I stayed in. One of the Native American elders. I believe this is from the Crow tribe. Then in the background is from Brazil, the rainforest. Let's see if I can find a couple more. Another elder. You can actually see how many people were there. That's probably 300 people right there. So, like you guys saw Discord with the pictures, you see the blues and the yellows for the canopy. Then be able to light up the stage like that. Or better yet, like it's supposed to be, like that. Uh, Corgi, that's just tickets. You're responsible for your campground, your food, transportation, all that. It's not cheap. Uh, it's not going to be in Big Bear next year. They're talking about Oregon. So if it's in Oregon, the owner of the company's wife already said she wants me there to take care of it. So we'll actually have to see on that. Okay, that section's done. Nothing on it. Yeah, I wish it was a little bit cheaper. Maybe that draw people in, but like even the ride, you guys remember the video from last year when I posted the video or I played the video for you guys going up the mountain road. This year I didn't take the company truck. I took the big Sprinter van, and still the trek up that mountain in the Sprinter van is not fun. It's tough. Yeah, look. If you want to look up that and go back into the website and look at the price of tickets, And then if you want private sessions with the elders, then the prices could really, really mount up. We won't talk about what I paid to go to San Diego this year. $2,000, $2,300, roughly, Corgi. Be my guess. More than 2,300. Oof. Ouch. I wish I could show the video. I really do, and it's too large of a file to put into Discord. This was the main symbol under that yellow and blue canopy. Now, what's cool about this? I can't, TM. Copyright issues. These water bowls here on these 3 water bowls. Oh, it has music. These 3 water bowls has water in it from all 50 tribes they brought in from around the world. Each tribesman put a little bit into each bowl. There is water in each of these bowls from every tribe that came. And yeah, that's really cool. And everybody that got a chance got a little vial of it to use for their ceremonies at home or to keep personally. Yeah, when I got home Monday afternoon, my arms were as red as a lobster. It wasn't until like last night the redness finally went away. It was bad. Uh, from what I understood, they took it from their water sources, from wherever they do their rituals. Hold on. If they got it for free from the rain. I was a lobster. I even asked him for butter. When I was up there, you should have seen how beet red I was. Like I said, you were starting at 6:30 in the morning and not finishing until 1:30 the next morning. And walking back and forth between campsites. Huh. Yeah, there's shade, but it's it was rough, but it was a lot of fun. Corgi, I had sunscreen on. I had a lot of sunscreen on. It just didn't help for shit. So I've got this bottle of like aloe and lidocaine on the counter. Gotta lather up every couple hours. So it does look like out of this, we're only going to get maybe 2 EVPs. I'm not that white. I'm really not. You can see I'm fairly farmer's tan. Sleeves tan, up white. Corgi, you're not white. You're transparent. Freaking hold you up to the light and see your thoughts. And you can see I'm not that white. You can see where the tan starts. The drive up there was eh, practically perfect. No traffic. Coming back, as soon as I got out of the mountain onto the main, blacktop, get around, get out of town, and the 2 lane blacktop is shut down for road construction. 1 lane for 2 ways. Park for 20 minutes, flag people through. Pull forward a little bit, they stop you, let that traffic go through, then let the next line come back. Then freaking you're able to get through, and it's like, come on. And they had that in 2 spots in the mountain pass. Took me almost an hour to get through the mountains, which should have took me 10 minutes. It was like, oops. But wait, I'm getting overtime. Darn. You can't complain when you're getting paid. Ah, well, yeah, I gotta love DOT. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. All right. One thing I do love though is being in the Sprinter van. You can bend the rules a little bit on driving hours. Granted, you're driving 4.5 hours. It's not a 10-hour driving day. But if you're counting the working, the driving, and the setup when you unload the gear, you're probably 10 to 11 hours. Actually, that first night, yeah. I got to work at 6, 10 to 6. I was on the road at 6, got up there at 10:30, started getting unloaded about 11:45, started getting set up. We finished, I think, about 9 o'clock, so it was a 15-hour day the first day. It was first day's just technically set up. I had 4G 1 bar service up there for 6 days. So I earned my pay. Huh. Corgi, I'm getting my wages plus show pay. I earned my pay. I earned my pay very well. And like they were supposed to have a designated lighting team. And let me show you what the lighting was in charge of. The lighting team was in charge of the string lights. That's all they were in charge of. We were told they were going to handle all the lighting for the event, which is all this blue lights and shit. They were supposed to handle all that. I just deliver it to them and say, here you guys go, set it up. They refused to do it. So guess who got stuck doing the lighting? This guy. So yeah, I did audio and lighting. Not complaining. I got to learn something. May have bitched about it a little bit, but I got to learn a lot. No. I was getting paid enough as it was. I can't be that greedy. I mean, I could have. Nah. I said it's a learning experience. Something I'd never done before, I'd never been in charge of. So I got to step in and step up. And the good thing about that was, let me rewind. The director of the event for Aniwa actually came up to me and thanked me for the lighting design the next morning. She came up and she goes, "Who did the lights last night?" It was like, "I did." She goes, "Thank you." It looked amazing, and we had several compliments about it, which made me feel really freaking good. That these people from all over the world were complimenting on what we did. I can't complain about that. I thought it was perfect. It was a last wasn't a last minute solution, it was a last second solution. They're like, we need lights, it's getting dark. It's like I looked at the canopy, I'm like, okay, I got a plan. And immediately grabbed them out of the case, set them up, and ran them around. Took me about 15 minutes to set up, but I had less than a couple minutes to design it. So yeah, it worked to our advantage. They have the festival every year. Last year I didn't work it. I just took the gear up, dropped it off, and came back to town. But this year was my first year working it. Past 3 years, I take it back. This year and the previous 2 years before that were in Big Bear, California. Before that, it was in New York, somewhere in New York State. I don't know where. Next year, like I said earlier, they're talking about having it in Oregon. I don't know, TM. They had somebody do it. I took the same lights up last year. They had somebody do it. But it wasn't one of our audio guys, which is what we were supposed to be focusing on. The lighting people refused to do it this year. They're like, we're not in charge of it. It's like, all right. I'm representing Solotech. I had to step up to do it. Which, like I said, I didn't mind. It gave me a taste of lighting design, which is a good thing. they had a lighting guy that basically just did the string lights. They didn't do it, which 90% of the people up there working were volunteers. So you can't exactly come down on volunteers because they just can get in their car and drive away. It's that simple. But a lot of the other volunteers were like, if we would have known anything, we could have helped. So, yeah, then we got to stop and train. Thank you for the offer, but it's quicker if I just do it. And the weird thing is with those lights we set up, I'd only used them in the shop once before. I had never used them outside the shop, which is kind of a scary thought. It's a very, very scary thought. Mm. 'Tis what it is. We just got to keep doing what we're doing. You're 4.5 hours from the shop. They can't exactly stop to get a lighting guy up. It's impossible. If it was right down the street, talk about trial by fire. Corgi, you ain't lying. Thank God that was one of a little bit of what I did on my certifications. I knew just enough to get those lights turned on and colors changed to match. Okay, team coming in. Or we can get an EVP out of this. Moose. Yeah, Moose is here. Okay, that one's done. We got one more to go, and it's not that long. Actually, it's only a minute and 50 seconds. If he's here, he's too silent. Speak of the devil. I is here. Have no here. I is here. Don't call out lurkers. Speaking of Jack, where's he at? Oh, you're sorry.
Okay, this time it didn't turn.
All right, that is it for Dead's GoPro. Hero 7 Black Execution Bulkhead. We only got 2 EVPs. We didn't even get anything to identify after that, so there's nothing to check. We got to figure where we're at on audio, where we left off. I think that left off on Dead's H1N Pro. Definitely, I get the lesson. You have to listen to the wife bitch. Nice. Dead. Where are we at? Dead's H1N Pro. It should be night 3. Yeah, night 3. All right, let's get that loaded. Pro night 2, night 3, yes. Don't even know where night 3 is at. Ear job. My bad, so it's been so wrong in so many ways. Ear job. I'm sorry, but if you could fit in the ear, that's not something you want to be bragging about. So the valve they gave you was a pig valve. All right. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. But does that make you part bacon? Fair question. You're not going to want bacon. Shit. Beat you to it. All right. Where is night 3 at?
How that turned itself down, but it did. There we go again. Dead's recorder. Last night's cells on the bars facing the cells.
Okay, now this is last night's cells. It's basically the last night's cells that were the Dead's GoPro was facing. So now we're going over a recorder that's facing the execution chamber door. This is night 3. The GoPro was night 1. So we'll be seeing if night 3 is more active than night 1 on audio. Nick, we've been proven wrong. We've been proven wrong. Never that big of a bacon eater. But you do like meat.
I wonder if I should. This is how does it people in that so maybe can you position it so it's looking into execution view? Yes, I can. Maybe we'll get something from inside. That's exactly right. Where the lines? 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 Where the lines?
Sounds like a whisper in there. Definitely sounds like a whisper. Let's find out. I don't know. At least he'll give us something to do, right? That might not be. That's tough. That's definitely tough. Get out? I don't know if I can count that. Let's slow it down. Not sure, guys. The only reason I'm thinking this is an EVP, if you listen to the tail end of it, it's got a southern drawl to it. It sounds like it's got a drawl to it, like y'all. It's got a drawl to the end. That could be a really weird echo, or some actual evidence. I don't know. I'm leaning towards echo. The more I clean this up, the more I'm leaning towards an echo. I don't think so either, Moose. Or, sorry, Nick. I don't think it is either. I know, right, Nick? Gonna mix you up with Jasper.
This is GoPro facing the execution chamber from the poison room. That was me closing the door.
At least I don't think we should hear Jasper from here. You're better looking than a crow. God, I hope so. Otherwise, you'd be pug fugly. Looks like he got hit with a bag of what the fuck. Yeah, that's me down the hallway. A big bag of what the fuck, right? Looks like somebody hit you in the back of the legs with a bag of nickels. A big bag of holy shit. Just don't step in it. You're right, Moose. It might smush your face. Sorry. I gotta catch up. It's been 10 days. Don't go that deep with a bag of holy right? Nick, I'd rather be the one holding the bag than in the bag. At least holding the bag, you can be the one scattering the bullshit. I wouldn't say every day. I don't deal with a lot of bullshit at work. We're relatively wrinkle free and bullshit free. We're pretty straightforward, cut and dry, so that I don't have to deal with. One thing I'm not free from is Jasper. I'm free of Jasper. I can just mute his ass. I can cut that out of the audio on this. Prison Jasper is a crow that we keep hearing on the audio. He appears over some of the buildings sometimes, and we hear that cawing in the background. I wouldn't call him a show off, but sometimes he just won't shut up. Prison, I haven't been to any investigations. My team is pretty much flaked, so I'm only doing investigations at my leisure. Still going to the prison September 12th, 13th, and 14th. We're still analyzing NSP. We're going to be for a while. I've been out of town for 6 days. And off air for like, would have been the 10th day. Had to go out of town to work a festival. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, prison. It's been about about 3 weeks, I think. 3 or 4 weeks since the last time you were in here. I don't know, but this is in last night's cells. No idea what it is. Can't identify it. It's not paranormal at that point. Well, it could be. Excuse me, guys. We just can't identify it, so we can't confirm it. Actually, I know exactly what this is. It's that the draw curtain, the pull down curtain they have over the window next to last night's cells. They did have a window up there cracked, so it's that window shade kind of flapping a little bit. We'll be able to see it when we get to the video. The GoPro that I was carrying. It's a window shade. So yeah, definitely not paranormal. I do not get why I'm still so tired. I can almost guarantee why I'm still tired. Walking 50 miles in fucking less than 6 days. So I got 3 things to do this weekend. Laundry, grocery store, and the show. Are there wireless mics that's cheaper than Rode? They're any good? Let me get back to you on that, TM. I think there's some Shores out there they're all right. I'd go with Shure. I think those are okay. Rode, I'm not a fan of. Obviously, I'm a fan of Sennheiser. Shure mics. I'm not a fan of Rhodes at all. Never have been. Sennheisers. I know there's some Sennheiser wireless, but you're going to be paying. I know you're going to be paying a lot of money for them. I know some of the Shures are expensive too. And mics, it's so hard to discern with mics because you get what you pay for. If you're gonna chintz on audio, just be prepared for what you get. And it's the one thing that on anything, you want to invest in is your audio. You can use cheaper cameras. They're going to do the same job. You might not have the same picture quality, but audio, if you buy a USB mic, you get what you deserve. That's just me. I know a lot of people swear by them, the headset mics. I know they make some good ones and you're paying pretty good money for them. But you want that crisp sound. You want a simple 2-channel soundboard and a good mic with phantom power and a mixer with phantom power. Invest in your equipment, invest in audio. For paranormal, I do have a couple of Sennheiser shotgun mics. Then the mics I have on the GoPros, which are pretty decent considering they're 3.5s. So again, you get what you pay for. Figure out a budget, then save and double that budget. If you got $300 to use for a full audio budget, save up and get 600. That way you can get the mixer and the mic. You got Black Friday coming up right around the corner. So where I got the in-ears. The in-ears were like 400. Black Friday, I got them for like 170. Whoa, was that a zipper? That was a zipper. There's no zippers in there, Nick. For a Twitch stream, you don't think that'll make the difference? TM, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to respectfully disagree. I guess it all depends on the person, though. If you're an audiophile, you're gonna pick up on it. Any echoes, any clicks, pops, any hot spots, any pips, any pops. If they don't have a windscreen, you're gonna catch this stuff. It's unavoidable, and that's one thing I hate. I will admit. So far, we got 4 sections of it, Nick. When you're in the entertainment field, you're at concerts. You look at speaker placement. You look at the speaker arrays. You look at how the mics are set up. You look at all that. The lighting. You look to see how the lights are set up on the trusses above your head. The video wall. You're looking for LEDs that are out. You're looking for the flaws in the show. And it's just a second nature thing to where you just kind of look at it and go, I see all the flaws, but I'm still going to enjoy the show. Yeah, we'll be able to jump forward a little bit tomorrow night there, Nick. This is a little flat. I'm not going to do it tonight considering we only got about 5 minutes left in the show. I had to get on tonight and do something. I wanted to finish the GoPros and get back into audio. If it was a podcast or movie, I think it would be good to use more budget. But for kitchen stream or IRL traffic, I do not think it's overkill. I see where you're going, TM. But again, if somebody wants to do a kitchen stream, still get a cheap 2-channel soundboard. They're inexpensive, and get a boom mic that hangs down. And it's going to pick up the audio perfectly. That's just me. Like I said, being around the field, like I have with audio, I think you've almost got to go to overkill, because if somebody picks up on shitty audio, they're just going to click off the stream. I mean, that's just me. But your definition of a budget is going to be a lot different than mine. If I were going to say a budget podcast, I'd say $300 to $500 for audio. $250 to $500. I'll be fair. If I'm talking like me, because like I said, I want my voice to be clear, crisp, clean. The pop filter, mic, boom, all of that. I'd say I'm $700 in. I think I paid $300 for the mic, and that was with an employee discount. Whatever the arm was, I think that was $130. The Pro FX mixer was $2. So yeah, it's all depends on user too. But then again, people are like, I've always overkilled. I always have overkilled. I've still got all the mics I started with when I had my first podcast. And it's a Shure mic. If this Sennheiser goes down, I can use it. Don't exactly want to, but if I don't have a choice. Yeah, Nick, you're right, bud. This again, it's all what you want to spend. If this show ever ends, I want to go back to doing my my radio shows. I've got the perfect setup for it. But anyways, guys, we got through a little bit more than an hour, right where I wanted to be tonight. Had to get back to it. I don't know about a show tomorrow. It's all going to depend on work. Look for shows Saturday and Sunday. I will be doing them this weekend for sure. I want to get through at least two recorders this weekend. That's going to be a guarantee. Beyond that, guys, I truly do thank you for tuning in tonight. TM, Nick, Moose, Prison, Corgi, and anybody else I forgot. You guys are the best. I couldn't ask for more. Thank you for coming back. I know it's been 10 days. But like I said, sometimes work is going to get in the way. But here we back. Have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again.